then after the qualification to South Africa, and even after South Africa, they should make sure that these young players do not go home to sleep. They have to keep improving so that, yes, we have Kevin Anderson from South Africa, like he said, but then for me, I just want to see us in a Grand Slam, maybe not in a Grand Slam, but maybe in a tour, an ATP tour, a WTA tour, in like 5-6 years.
A prominent name from Nigeria, always, playing and all of that. Let's keep talking about
and the thing about tennis is, if you don't have a structured program, if you go in and come out, you break off, somebody goes off for 3 months, you're likely not going to get to the top and be among some of the names we're mentioning. Cast your mind back to 10, 15 years ago when the older Williams sister, that was Venus, started beating people. And the father came out to say, you have not seen anything. I have a little girl somewhere, and she's better than the Venus. He said it then. I remember. Yeah. That, look, she's better than this one that is currently beating.
Come on.
So it shows that there has to be a structured.
That's right.
And, it just reminded me with what he just said. Now, look, there are not things you have to break off from. Not 3 months holiday, 4 months. If down the line, you have to have a plan for the next 5-6 years. And you don't have to leave a 15-year-old, a 14-year-old, leave them to that alone. You have to plan for them.
I totally agree with you, Yemi. That's it. Let's just ensure that we keep that going. Let's leave the lawn now and go to the table, play some table tennis. I told you it's an action-packed all the sport. Tennis just gone by. Table tennis now, and you saw them on your screens right there. Our top table tennis players in Nigeria, they have been listed for the Africa Top 16 Cup in Sudan. Cosmos, when you look at the list of Nigerian players there, you say, look, they have the quality to go win this competition, see if we can break the dominance that Egypt is enjoying at the moment.
For me, 4 players, 2 men, 2 women, top players.
That's right.
Would be, competing in this competition. It is the ITTF African Top 16 Cup that will be holding in Khartoum, Sudan, sometimes in February. And if Nigeria does well in this competition, we would be playing in the World Cup in 2016. Yes. There's Aruna Kodri, who is the ITTF 2014 star player. And of course, 6-time Olympian Segun Toriola, who as well.
So that's some experience.
Yeah, that's some experience. That will be joining Aruna Kodri to see whether they can get medals in the men event. And of course, there's Shona Ike as well, that has qualified for the Rio 2016 Olympic already. And of course, there's an Idemo Fiong as well, who one of the top players plying a trade in the Portuguese league. So for me, I feel that we have players that will be able to compete well. Of course, they are always nemesis. What is the name of that Egyptian that is always giving Segun Toriola several problems? Omar Hassan, that is a person that Kodri Aruna would be trying as much as possible to see if he can, upstage. So
Kodri has been beating Hassan lately in the French league.
But then when it matters more, that just have a way of coming up top in Africa, and that is like the nemesis of Aruna.
But the good thing is they're brothers, they're both from Africa. So
and I like the competition. I like the fact that over the last 4 years, table tennis has really improved in Nigeria. And please, the NSC, not just the NSC, I'm talking about the Federation, the NTTF, the state as well, and other people, even the private section should come in and support this sport, because we can get an Olympic medal from this sport.
That's right. Totally
as excited as we can all be that you have Nigerians in the top 16, my worry is that I hope we'll not just go there to make up the numbers. You could be forgiven if you say, oh, well, it's just Africa. It's not a global stage. But, I just hope. There's a difference between when you're selected to participate. There's another thing when you just go there to make up the numbers. So I hope that will not be the case. Cosmos painted a very good picture. None of these guys is lacking in experience. And that gives you some sort of assurance. But sometimes you just hope that your players are playing their best games when it matters most.
That's right.
Exactly.
That would be my
prayer. And that was how I was saying that even if Aruna Kodri beats Azhar in the French league or whatever league, when it matters,
beating when it counts.
When it counts, this is like a qualification to the World Cup, to the ITTF World Cup in 2016. So we need to make sure that we win. And for me, Nigeria should not just go there to make up the numbers. We have to go there to prove our mettle and qualify very important for the World Cup.
That's right. And table tennis fans, you know what's up. It's not just the Africa Top 16 for Segun Toriola. He's also going to Sudan to see if he can pick the last qualification spot for the 2016 Rio Olympics. That'll be massive, Yemi. Should he get that slot, he will make record by featuring at the Olympics for a record 7th time.
I dare say he might get himself in the Guinness Book of Records. I dare say it might just be because people have gotten themselves to the Guinness Book of Records for less. Yeah. You know, being at the Olympics, I mean, you know, it's massive. Forget all the things we've said about, you know, we not producing talents. I mean, like Johnny would say, look, let the young boys come and just chase these guys away.
They're not doing that.
You know, and they're not doing that. So you can't begrudge the guy for still being on the scene this long.
That's right.
And I hope he goes out with a bang.
And this is just lovely. Look at both of them. Massive experienced table tennis players. Olufunke, Oshanaike, and Segun Toriola right there. One of their training sessions. It's good to see that both of them will also go to the Africa Top 16. Segun Toriola looking forward to picking a ticket to the Rio Olympics. Olufunke Oshanaike, she's already qualified. She's just waiting to see if it can be a good competition. Last year in Yaoundé, she's made it to the semi-finals, but couldn't go past Dina Meshref, who eventually went on to win it. These Egyptians, I don't know. And then Arnold Quadri made it to the final, but had to bow down to Omar Assad. That's the update from table tennis. Let's leave table tennis now and go to the mats for some wrestling. Oduayo Adekunle lately has given us reasons to smile when talking about wrestling in Nigeria. Guess who's talking tonight? The coach that led Oduayo Adekunle to the Indian Pro League, Purity Aku, says we have the quality that can go to the Olympics, not just Oduayo, because it's about time we take off the pressure off Oduayo. He's saying we have wrestlers that can go to the Olympics and win medals.
That's somebody I take seriously.
That's right.
If you tell me before the All-African Games or the African Games, whichever one you choose, that, you know, 8 wrestlers will pick up medals, and it happened that way. I mean, anytime he steps up to say anything, I'll believe him. And considering the fact that the success story of Oduayo Adekunle cannot be said without mentioning the name of the coach that you just mentioned now. It's important to me. Well, 7 of our 8 female wrestlers, because you have to take Adekunle out of the equation because she's already through to the Olympics by virtue of what she did, in Las Vegas. But this 7 ladies is what the coach is telling us. The competition, the African Championships, that's a prerequisite for the Olympics. You know, he's saying that all my girls will make it.
So Yemi, maybe he's speaking to the NSC now.
Yeah.
It's a match. Please, no stories. Let's go there, pick tickets to the Olympics.
These girls have the ability to do it. Ensure they're not distracted. Ensure they get everything that they need. If it's down to these girls doing the job, they will do the job. The coach is that confident.
Optimistic. I mean, of course, he has to be. I mean, these are I wanted to say players. These are female wrestlers who went to the African Games. You know, got five gold medals and 3 silvers. So, I mean, he has said it. This guy knows what he wants. He understands that, okay, yes, I've got the wrestlers that can do it. And so far, so good. We've been having great cause to, you know, celebrate when it comes to wrestling in the past couple of years. And I mean, Oduayo has been awesome. And other wrestlers as well have shown that, yes, they can be able to come to the party. So right now, the pressure is off Oduayo. She just needs to rest. She just needs to train more to make sure that, you know, she gets that Olympic gold that, she got a Commonwealth one and she will get an Olympic gold. So it remains the other ones as well, and they know what they want. So the administrators should understand that they should make sure that these wrestlers have everything for them going to make sure that they qualify for the Olympics.
That's right. Prophet Cosmos Chukwuemeka already predicting that Oduayo Adekunle can get a gold medal. You know, it's so sweet when we talk about other sports.
I wish he gets a gold medal. Trust me, it's going to be like a great picture for the Olympics. Those dance steps. I mean, look at the Commonwealth. The Commonwealth forever we will always remember the Commonwealth for those that step. So at the Olympics, do you know one thing I like about the Olympics? The relay team of Barcelona '92. You saw what happened after they were
Even though it was bronze.
But even though it was bronze, you saw that happiness, and it has always been there for the Olympics, in the archive of the Olympics. You will see. So I want to see a dance like that. Rio 2016.
Yeah, for me, it's not even the dance. The dance is a bonus. If she does
Side attractions.
if she does it, she'll be the second individual.